Hey guys, tonight I'm reading the sequel of Where in the Wild. This is Where Else in the Wild. More camouflaged creatures concealed and revealed. So in this one, it says that there may be 2 or 3 creatures to watch for. And so keep your eyes peeled. Now I'm looking at this text and it makes me think of an inchworm. So I'm going to read the poem and then this is my prediction. I think it's going to be about an inchworm. Measure by measure, creeping and crawling, I bend and extend, smooth, hairless body, legs at each end, green as these tendrils of curly-Q vine, standing immobile at the danger's first sign. Immobile means not moving. A lot of times I might ask you to be immobile when we're doing a read aloud. Chomping and munching, feeding all day, measure by measure, inching my way. So if you look closely, can you see the inchworm? Inch by inch, inchworms inch their way along a branch or vine. Also called measuring worms or loopers, inchworms are the larvae of geometer moths. The word geometer means earth measurer because the larvae of geometer moths appear to be measuring with their inch-long bodies as they move. With legs at each end, they bend into a loop and then straighten out to their full length. And if you want to read this book and Where in the Wild, they are both located in Cedar's library after I return them. Praying as I pray, elegance in white, poised upon an orchid bloom, praying as I pray. So, I know that a praying mantis is called a praying mantis because it looks like it's praying. So this word pray means to pray, whereas this word pray, P-R-E-Y, means that if you're my prey, I'm going to eat you. Well, I'm not going to eat you. That would be terrible. But the praying mantis is going to eat its prey. It's going to eat something. So can you find the praying mantis in this picture? This one is amazing. Like, it's super hard to find. And it's just amazing. In fact, this would be a STEM lab creature I'd totally want in the lab. Look at that. It's beautiful. It looks just like a flower. So an orchid mantis is a master of disguise and a marvel of the insect world. Like other praying mantises, the orchid mantis hunts while holding its forelegs together. This is how the praying mantis gets its name. But of course it's not praying, this kind of prey, at all. So there's more information on these orchid praying mantises. So if you want to borrow this book, it is in the library. If you want to learn more about them, you can check it out. One great bound. I'm fast and strong, my feet are long, and when I'm on my way, in one great bound I leave the ground, then land 10 feet away. When cold winds blow, I match the snow, my fur's a soft white gown, but then I molt and change my coat. By summer, I've turned brown. So they use the word molt in here. Molt means to shed. So the turtles molt their skin and their shells. Birds molt their feathers come out. This creature molts its fur so that in the winter it is white. Can you find it? And in the summer, it's brown, so it's shedding the old fur and changing colors. It's a snowshoe hare, and it's related to a rabbit. A rabbit would would hide from danger, whereas a snowshoe hare will try to outrun it. So again, if you want to read more about snowshoe hares, this book is in the library. Harbinger. I looked up how to say it. Harbinger. In wintertime, when ponds and rivers freeze, I hibernate beneath the bark of trees. When warm days come, I wake and start to sing. I'm often called a harbinger of spring. To find a mate, I make a peeping sound by puffing out my throat until it's round. I'm known for chirping loudly through the night To find me, use your hearing, not your sight. So I'm going to make the prediction that this is a frog or toad because they will chirp and their throats become round and big. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking of as I'm reading this. And when I'm looking for it, I'm looking for a frog or toad. I don't know if you can see it. Do you see it? Right there. This is a spring peeper. How do we know that spring has arrived? Is it the colorful crocuses pushing up through the earth, or the robin singing in the yard, or the blossoming fruit trees? Or is it the whistle of a small tree frog? The spring peeper's name comes from its loud mating call, which is one of the earliest signs of spring in many parts of North America. Oh, my dog is coming to say hi. That's the clacking sound you heard, her toenails. Garbage collectors. Well, that sounds like my dog. She likes to eat garbage. Hey, puppy. We live underwater in creeks and in brooks. When frightened, we hide under rocks or in nooks. We swim only backwards. We see where we've been. And as we get bigger, we shed our old skin. Again, there's shed, but it's molt as well. Losing a leg is no problem for us. We grow a new one without any fuss. We've got 8 little legs plus 2 that are jumbo. Some folks like to eat us. They put us in gumbo. We scavenge for food. We're garbage collectors. But don't get too close. We're fearsome protectors. If fingers or toes come within half an inch, they're going to suffer a terrible pinch. Oh my goodness. We totally had these in the STEM lab. I know what these are without even looking because they molt, they get bigger, they swim backwards, and if they lose a leg, they grow them back, and they pinch. I got pinched a bunch this year. It's a crayfish. Can you find it? Whoops. There are a couple, actually. One here, one here. Let's see if there are any others. I missed the little one down there. There's one down there. Crayfish have many names. These residents of streams, rivers, swamps, and ponds are also called crawdads, crayfish, freshwater lobsters, mud bugs, and sometimes even just plain old bugs. Like crabs and lobsters, crayfish are crustaceans. Their segmented bodies have 10 legs, 4 pairs of small legs used for walking and probing underwater crevices for food, and 1 pair of claws or pincers, which capture prey and defend against predators. Or STEM teachers. If you're unlucky enough to be pinched by a crayfish, you'll quickly find out how sharp and powerful its pincers can be. One of them actually made me bleed, so they're pretty sharp. Uh-oh, somebody's bookmark fell out. Winter's morn. Winter's morn, cold and gray, time to eat, can't delay. Feeder hangs by the door, peck, snap, gulp, seeds galore. Door swings out, human near. What to do? Outta here. Land on bush, heartbeat slows. Wait it out till he goes. Now he's gone, coast is clear. Back to seeds, no more fear. Feast again, safely now. What's that sound? Meow, meow, meow. What would a cat chase and eat birdseed? Birds. Can you find the birds? Oh, there's just the one. Black-capped chickadee. What a fun word, chickadee. Chickadees arrive and a snow-covered backyard bursts into life. Chickadee-dee-dee, those small birds call to each other. Like gymnasts, they swing from branch to branch, sometimes hanging upside down. But they're not after medals, they're after food. They scour the bark of trees in search of seeds, insects, and insect eggs. If they're lucky, the yard will have a bird feeder stocked with seeds. And again, there's more information. Upside down! Oh my goodness, look at this font or text. In the darkest night, I hunt for flies until the sun begins to rise. A break of day, I'm upside down, holding tight above the ground. I was thinking bat, but I don't think that's what it is. Here I rest the whole day through upon a stalk of brown bamboo. I was thinking bat because it said it was nocturnal and they eat at night. But then it said resting on a stalk. So I was like, not quite. What do you see? At first, then I thought that was a snake. But if you look here, it's a lined leaf-tailed gecko. Oh my goodness, you guys. When we talk biomimicry, the gecko's feet are totally interesting. From the rainforests of Madagascar, the world's largest island, come 9 species of lizards known as leaf-tailed geckos. They feed at night and spend their days resting, usually head down on a tree trunk or stalk. To stay alive until the next sunset, they are experts at hiding in plain sight. Their feet are amazing. In fact, some company has used biomimicry and copied gecko's feet for some really fancy tape that they're looking at using in for medical purposes. Q&A. What looks like a leaf but has wings, legs, and eyes? An insect that hides with a clever disguise. How does it manage to fool us like that? It's totally green and its abdomen's flat. Abdomen is your stomach area. A remarkable bug. How else is it shrewd? To resemble a leaf, it appears to be chewed. But an insect must move. Does it amble with ease? It sways when it walks like a leaf in the breeze. Does this really exist? Can you show it to me? Just look at the picture. Sharp eyes will find 3. Ooh, can you find 3 of these insects? I see one right by my finger. I see one right here. And is that one? I don't know. Yup. Right here, here, and here. It's a leaf insect. Some animals look like something they are not, something predators won't attack. Biologists call this mimicry. One of the most remarkable mimics in the animal kingdom is the leaf insect, which, as its name suggests, looks just like a leaf. A leaf insect's mimicry doesn't stop with its imitation of a leaf's shape and color. On a leaf insect's wings are ridges that look like the veins of a leaf. Its sides can even have small chew marks to make the leaf look more authentic. When a leaf insect walks, it sways gently from side to side like a giant leaf in a breeze. Completing the disguise, a leaf insect's eggs actually look like seeds. Some people call leaf insects by another name, walking leaves. How cool is that? If you've ever watched A Bug's Life, there's a walking stick, and those do the same sorts of things. They walk with a sway to look like a stick in the breeze. Take a close look. There's Mickey and Minnie, as cute as can be, and 3 in a song who simply can't see. Well, we know what that is right away, right? Mickey and Minnie in a song with 3 that can't see. There's Debonair Stewart, who wins with his charm and visiting cousins from city and farm. But strangest of all is a high-tech device. To make it perform, you click once or click twice. Forget about them. Take a close look at me. I'm not in old stories. I'm not on TV. I don't grab the limelight. I don't wear bright clothes. I've got whiskers and fur and a sharp, twitchy nose. My color is called Mousy. It helps me survive. If I keep out of sight, I might stay alive. So do you see the mouse? Right there. Oh, I poked his eye. Poor little guy. White-footed mouse. In the fantasy world of stories, movies, TV, and amusement parks, mice are superstars. But in the real world of grasslands, forests, roadsides, and riverbanks, daily life for a mouse is a struggle to stay nourished and avoid becoming nourishment. Owls, foxes, weasels, and many other sharp-eyed predators hunt mice. Facing many perils each day, a few wild mice live beyond the ripe old age of 2. That is not very old. Be cautious. Oh my, this looks like something that's going to be sharp and pokey. Be wary, we're scary, we're ugly, not snuggly. Fins fierce, we're fear. Fins pierce, we're fierce. Hey enemy, we're venomy. Don't squash us, be cautious. It says look again, there are two of us hiding here. Oh my goodness, that is some good camouflage. Took me a minute. I think one is right here. And I think one is right here. Let's see if I'm right. Oh my goodness. Look at those fish. Scorpion fish. Well, that doesn't sound good. If there were Olympic Games for underwater camouflage, the scorpion fish would take the gold. One of nature's camouflage champions, the scorpion fish, is the opposite of what most people expect of a tropical fish. It's not sleek, graceful, or brightly colored. Its color is a mottled mixture of gray, brown, and black. This strange-looking fish blends so well into a reef or rocky ocean bottom that you'd have trouble finding one, even if you knew exactly where to look. Not seeing a well-camouflaged scorpion fish can be dangerous indeed. You would not want to step on the needle-like spines of its dorsal fin. In some species, they can be more than a foot long. Worse yet, the spines work like hypodermic needles, injecting potent venom into an unlucky victim. Pity the poor diver who puts a hand or foot in the wrong place. Like venomous snakes, this fish has a toxin that causes excruciating pain and even paralysis. That means you can't move. The only good news is that usually it is not fatal to humans. That means it won't kill you. Ambushed. Ambush bug. Bug ambush. Bug ambush. Ambush bug. Ambush bug ambushed. So if you look at the text, I was reading it weird because, okay, here's the word ambush. The bug's flying into it. It's going into, and the M is getting bigger. The M is starting to eat the bug, and it's eaten. So what are we looking for here? Is it another praying mantis? It looks like another, it's definitely another species of insect. Oh, it's called an ambush bug. Huh, look at that. Bizarre, prehistoric, scary looking. That's the ambush bug, a strange looking insect that sits on a flower waiting to pounce on passing insects. With enormous curved forelegs, the ambush bug grabs and lifts the visitor to its needle-sharp mouth parts. Ambushed. People often use the word bug to mean any insect. Even entomologists, which are scientists who study insects, sometimes do this. But entomologists also talk about true bugs, which are a special group of about 80,000 species of insects with sharp, sucking mouthparts that form a proboscis or beak. Most true bugs are vegetarians. They suck the sap out of plants, sometimes causing great harm to crops. But some true bug species have a taste for blood, usually the blood of other insects. And that was the last one. And then if we look at the very back page, this shows us what was on that first page. And it was a crab right there. All right. So that was Where Else in the Wild. I edited some of it because last night's video was so long. So if you want to read the whole thing, it's at the Cedar Library. Talk to Mrs. Nickerson.